Warmer weather brings ice out, and ice out brings big predators close to shore in search of prey. The Predator Bunny is a Larva Lace original for any toothy critters that may roam your home waters. Go big or go home with a size 2 Daiichi saltwater hook. I always pinch the barb. Thread a spool of 140 Ultra thread in black and wrap a base up to the point of the hook. The key to this fly is the Larva Lace Saltwater Angel Hair, a flashy product that has a bit more shimmer than traditional flash. Take a clump from the hank and tie it in just above the hook point. Next, reach for a 6 to 8 inch strip of your favorite 20-pound superline or monofilament and tie it in on top, with the excess hanging off the back alongside the angel hair. Add a dab of superglue on the top of the thread wraps before reaching for a package of black Zonker strip. Zonkers are thick strips of rabbit fur with the hide still attached. The strips are cut along the direction of the fur, also known as a straight cut, ensuring a thick, bushy product. Part the hair at your ideal tie-in point. It may be a good idea to wet your fingers and stroke the rabbit fur out of the way, something I neglected to do here. Press the hide of the Zonker onto the superglued area and pinch both sides to the hook. Secure it with 3 or 4 really tight wraps, ensuring that the strip will not spin or twist. Next, lift the rabbit strip tail to reveal the hide underneath. With a sharp bodkin, punch a small hole up through the center of the hide, about a ½ inch behind the hook bend. Don't feel like you need to rush this and puncture a hole in your hand during the process. Constant pressure and twisting will eventually coax the bodkin through the tough Zonker hide. Next, run the superline or mono up through this hole and pull the rest through, helping to release any trapped angel hair along the way. If using mono, you may need to fold it a bit to prevent bulging of the Zonker. This step, while not essential, does a great job of preventing the tail from whirling around and fouling up on your hook. Reach the tag end of the superline under the Zonker on the opposite side of the fly before wrapping it up the hook shank. Run thread wraps over the top before trimming any excess. These Zonker strips flutter and undulate like crazy once waterlogged, so we'll want to use more of this Zonker to build a body full of movement. Make 2 or 3 wraps with the Zonker strip towards the hook eye. Secure it and trim any excess Zonker from the hook. Even though I didn't do it on this fly, I'd recommend adding a dab of head cement or half hitches at these transition points to ensure a super secure and very durable fly. Next, reach for the red Crosscut rabbit strip. Crosscut strips are different from Zonkers in that they're cut across the skin so that the hairs lie perpendicular to the strip. Cut a small corner from the strip if you need to salvage a little space when tying it in. Once attached to the hook, take only 1 or 1½ wraps of the crosscut before tying it off and trimming the excess. The next step is a bit tedious, but so worth it in the end. Salmo Supreme, after midnight dubbing, has become one of my favorite for darker patterns. Grab a small chunk from the package and extend the fibers with your fingers to make an unwoven rope-like piece of dubbing. Tie this piece at the center point and fold the front-leaning fibers backwards, over themselves. Place pieces of dubbing all around the hook eye to create a big, bushy, obnoxiously elegant head and face of the fly. Take a comb or brush to the fibers before trimming them to the desired length and shape. go ahead and whip finish and cut your thread. The next step is optional, but I always prefer my big streamers to have eyes. These are Irid blue fluorescent molded eyes with an adhesive backing. I start with a drop of gel-like superglue or thick UV epoxy. I used epoxy, so I hit it with the light before coating the entire front of the fly one bit at a time with resin. Don't be afraid to stroke those hairs back and add a bit more resin than I did. It will make the fly way more durable. As long as you feel good about the durability of the eyes, you're good to go. For me, there are few things that get the blood flowing as much as a big predator fish caught on the fly. The predator bunny is an easy tie, and you can't argue with the results. Give it a tie today, and social distance yourself on a reservoir or river system where toothy critters live. Then, ask your local fly shop about Larva Lace products, and visit hagensfish.com for more information and tying videos. Email Lori with any questions or product needs. Until next time, tight lines and best fishes from Larva Lace.